I never thought I would see the day where season 2 of Classroom of the Elite will be announced. Classroom of the Elite is one of the best escapism stories, and many people would disagree with that. Don't get me wrong, it is nowhere a perfect story. These four characters are always compared, and for me, Ayanokoji is in the last spot with Oreki being the first. Self-insert characters are very hard to pull off. You would have to create a character the audience could imagine themselves as while juggling different plot progression routes. Most of those routes usually end with complete changes in the character writing. Then it becomes a one-note fan service story. However, Classroom of the Elite does not become this. It excels in consistency. It has been years since I last saw season 1, however, the first few minutes of the episode 1 immediately reminded me of how Ayanokoji carries himself. He is the same as I remember him as. The season 1 ending has one of the sickest reveals in anime history. Spoilers of season 1 if you have not watched it, the part where he says they are just my tools sends shivers down my spine. Up until that point, you think he had a neutral and dry personality. However, when he said they are not my friends, it changed everything. What makes it better is that with that perception, all the previous actions of him make perfect sense. And that is a sign of a good reveal. The misdirects, especially in the Sakura arc, made that whole reveal hit so hard. Though I would say Classroom of the Elite does not have a captivating story. We have seen a lot of worlds similar to it as well, but what it nails is its consistency. Ayanokoji never had a what is he doing moment. All of Ayanokoji's archetypes are inclined to change into something else to fit the narrative. When you focus on a character like him that has everything at the palms of his hand, the charm in them decreases. That is why most of those stories get boring. The author tries to make twists, and in that process they completely change how the character was built. Ayanokoji stayed consistent, which I appreciate the most in Classroom of the Elite. One other thing that the author of this anime does that I like is that he never redeems Ayanokoji. Ayanokoji says some wild stuff, and in the hands of a lesser writer, redemption arcs would be the next natural step. Classroom of the Elite truly celebrated the chaotic evil attribute of Ayanokoji. It felt surreal watching it again in 2022, and things pick up right where they left off. The Special Taste seems to be another fun arc where we will see Ayanokoji tackle socialism. The way the anime is paced, you would have to focus to understand it completely. The first few minutes were information dumps, so I had to rewatch everything to understand the rules properly. It is too serious, which sometimes takes me out of the story. Also, the side characters do not feel captivating to me. They have one character trait in themselves and nothing else. The title of the anime does not feel resolved to me personally. Classroom of the Elite does require some patching. However, the topics it tackles are very essential for humans in this day and age. It is something to ponder about in our free time. Ayanokoji's perspective in life is so different from a typical human. It is always so interesting to see what he cooks up in his brain. That is the thing that makes Ayanokoji mentioned amongst these goats. As a whole, I will recommend Classroom of the Elite because I think the positive outweighs the negatives. Very excited to see the rest of the episodes, but for now, this will be Dungeon signing out.